Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Bengt. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about when to focus and when to fuck. And if you're a young guy watching this, I want you to take this with an open mind, because I have probably been in your shoes where I've been a young man, I've been an ambitious young man, and I've been very much tuned into all the things that are happening online in the kind of self-improvement, like red pill space, whatever you want to call it, manosphere bullshit. I hate all the corny, cheesy fucking names, but it is what it is. Just so you guys, we have to label these things so you know what I'm talking about. And, I went to a lot of those places for advice because I was young and lost and felt like I didn't really have a fatherly figure that was offering the kind of advice that I wanted. And just was looking for role models for other people that had been where I wanted to go, and see what they had to say about what it took to be successful, what it took to win, and, also how you can interweave women into the experience, because let's be honest, all of us, are looking to probably be dating or have a wife, girlfriend, kids, potentially family shit later on, or maybe we just want to fuck, and that's okay too. But I say all that to say there's a lot of people out there that'll tell you, and the hustle culture has gotten very prominent in recent years, and I'm for it, you know what I mean? I do believe that at some point, especially if you're a guy and you have goals, there's going to come a point in your life where you need to kind of just lock the fuck in and focus on nothing other than building up yourself and your business or your career or your art or whatever it is that's really attractive to you, whatever you feel like you're being called to do. You need to lock the fuck in and focus on that, man. You got to put some energy into that thing so that you can grow it. And it requires all of your time and attention to win and to really take things to another level. So at some point, if success or, pursuing kind of another level within your career or something like that is something that you want, you desire, you consider it, then yes, you are going to have to go through a period or a phase where you kind of just lock the fuck in and don't worry about girls, don't worry about all this other stuff. If you're young too, getting this chapter done quickly or like sooner than later can also be really beneficial, because when you're young, man, like if you're in high school, the playing field's a little more even because the guys and the girls are all around the same age, and the age gap isn't like something that you need to worry about too much. But bro, once you get into college and after college and you're in like the real world, when it comes to the dating marketplace, you're competing with guys from all over the world, fucking basketball players, football players, fucking athletes, rappers, whatever, you know what I mean? The dating market after like high school and college pretty much goes to the major leagues, you know what I mean? You're going against everyone else in the world, and sometimes it can feel really hopeless in that regard, especially if you don't really have anything to show for yourself, if you're not like solidified and confident in your ability to do the things that most men want to do, which is like protect, provide, and take care of someone. So building up your financial resources and leveling up your health, your fitness, all of that stuff is something that you should do at some point. It's pretty much a necessary rite of passage if you want to experience the full benefits of what come with being a man later on in life. However, I will say this. While the hustle culture, kind of like red pill sphere would say, yeah, lock yourself in a fucking room and don't do anything until you're rich and successful and then start chasing girls, I would support the idea of you committing to a period of time in your life where you make bigger shit, more important shit than pussy happen. But I will say that don't rule off or completely write it out if it comes across your plate, if it comes to you in a way that feels organic and like natural. Like you don't have to chase girls for them to just kind of show up every now and again. And if that's what happens, then I wouldn't be opposed to letting that into your life to, I don't want to say like do it for the plot, but do it for the experience, because there's a couple things that you don't want to happen. And I can speak from personal experience because this has happened to me. And this is the part that I regret about doing the whole lock yourself in a room and just work kind of thing for a long period of time. If you do that, you will come out on the other side a better version of yourself and probably have the resources to attract women if you want to. You'll have the ability to do that. What you don't want is for you to spend, 5, 6, 7 years of your life becoming extremely skilled, disciplined, and proficient in your area of work, expertise, business, whatever, but to be completely and utterly inexperienced with women, because that will ultimately make the experience more difficult than it needs to be, and it's going to be awkward, bro. It's like, you don't want to be. Think about like your intelligence or like your skill levels. Like if you're a video game character and you can put XP or like points into different categories of, life skills, you don't want to be a level 99 business money-making gym workout monkey, but be like level 0 or level 2, like high school level dating experience, right? That sucks. You don't want to be like this guy that you work so hard to become, but this guy is actually terrible with girls, even though now he's finally at the point where he has the resources to like manage it and have the relationships he wants to. So you don't want to end up being like socially retarded in the fact that you spent the past like 3, 4, 5, 6 years doing nothing, talking to nobody, not having friends, not having girls, all this other shit. And you don't want to get to that point and just be like, damn, bro, now I have the ability to do what I want to do, but I like don't know how. You know what I mean? And you will be harshly awakened to the realities of like dealing with women and dating and stuff like that if you still have like a high school mentality around like dating and how that shit works. So I'll tell you right now, brother, how things go down in the real world is not how things happen in like high school or the movies or like romance novels and all that shit, bro. It's pretty savage out here in these streets. And if you understand how the dating market and how women's psychology and male psychology works, it's like, bro, you gotta know what the fuck is good, bro. You gotta know what's going on. And honestly, you need to have some experience under your belt, because you can go watch videos and read books about all this shit, but once you see it in person, bro, once you put your heart, feelings, emotions on the line and you experience it for yourself, it's like, damn, bro, I'm one of those people where I can get great advice, and sometimes I listen and sometimes I apply it, but there's also some lessons that oftentimes I choose to do it the hard way and learn it myself. And, there's some shit when it comes to, women and dating and stuff like that most guys, you can give them the best advice ever, but they'll still just be like, nah, but she's the one and this and that. And it's like, brother, all right. We'll see how far that gets you, my guy. And if you come back heartbroken and fucked up in a year or two from now and your life is ruined over it, like, don't hate the player, hate the game, dude, because it's just the reality of shit, man. You got to be prepared for things like that. But anyways, all that bullshit aside, don't level up to the point where you're killing it in life, but socially retarded with women. You don't want that. And the second part of this that I really want to iterate on and touch on too is, and this is something that I've had issues with recently, actually, where it's like, bro, I have a girlfriend and I have someone that I've been seeing for a period of time or whatever, and I went from being locked the fuck in to now having this whole other person that I have to like learn how to integrate into my life. And it's like, if you spent 5, 6, 7 years locked the fuck in, building up yourself, building up your business, and now all of a sudden a girlfriend comes along and just like fucks up all of that, bro, because she wants a bit of your time and your attention. You got to do the whole dating thing, and like, I'm not making it sound like a chore, hopefully, because I enjoy doing that shit too, but it's like, it's a whole other component that you need to have built into your life now. And it's like, if you get that, which you might want, and you might have a great girl, you might be, thankful that you did all this hard work and the right person showed up, but now you have to do the work to maintain and keep that. And you have to keep the business alive, and you have to keep the relationship alive. And sometimes you're going to experience some rocky fucking waters and really have to figure out how to balance the two things. And that's something that maybe you want to experience what that's like when you're earlier on in your grind, when you're early on in your first year or two of kind of locking the fuck in and getting shit done. Learning how to integrate the two of those things, I think, is important. And just to kind of like close the loop and bring this full circle, to kind of touch on everything one more time, like, if you go through high school, college, spend your first couple years in the real world after that, whatever, just completely fucking about, like, being a total slut, doing whatever you want, just fucking bitches and, screwing around, whatever, you'll have a lot of experience in that regard, but you'll be completely, not like shocked, but you'll be like you'll have a really hard time like coming out of that lifestyle into something where you have to now build up a business and focus on, you know, learning skills and integrating them and building something. Like that's going to be more difficult for you. Vice versa, if you spend all of this time focusing solely on yourself, building a business, doing shit like that, and now you have to learn how to like bring a woman into your life, like that can be equally as stressful and challenging in its own ways. So I highly recommend just like taking a blend of the two, man. Like find the middle road, because being socially retarded with women but being rich at the same time is kind of pointless, and vice versa. So really, I encourage you, man, like find something that you're passionate about and take the time and commit to locking the fuck in and do the work and build the thing, build the business, build up your body, build up your knowledge, and get some real life experience, and, you know, travel a bit and get out of your hometown. Do all the things that you know you should do to achieve the life that you want. But like every once in a while, bro, if a girl shows up, just be open to that and let them in, and then see how it affects you and see how good you are at managing that or making choices. And bro, honestly, like I saying this out loud, it kind of sounds shitty, but I think it's true. Honestly, most guys out there probably need to go through one or two pretty solid heartbreaks before they really understand themselves, really understand women, and really understand how dating works and how to like manage and keep a healthy relationship and keep one going and keep one that lasts a long period of time. And also, a couple bad experiences with women will totally recalibrate your settings as far as what you find attractive. Like, you know, you'll get to a point where maybe not everything with tits that is living and breathing and looks fuckable is like interesting to you. You know what I mean? You get a little bit more developed in your taste, and you stop chasing after the toxic bitches, because it's like, bro, if you actually have a long-term plan, maybe that's not so attractive anymore. Maybe you don't want to put yourself through that again. Maybe you see how it plays out because you've got some experience with it, and you're like, damn, bro, like, yeah, she looks great, but underneath that, there's a whole fucking assortment of daddy issues and other bullshit, or just other things. I'm just spitballing from my brain and my experience, but I think you guys get the drift. You understand what I'm trying to say. So anyways, if you're a young dude and you're trying to get to it, man, be open to the idea of both worlds. Lock the fuck in, but also don't be afraid to have a woman show up and teach you a thing or two. So anyways, if you made it this far in the video, you're a real one. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're serious about self-improvement and you want access to all of my protocols, supplements, stuff, and tools that I use, I'll have a link to that in the description. You can download that for free. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. All right, stay strong, stay blessed, stay dangerous. There's another video you should watch right here. Peace.